What's up, guys? Back for round 3 here of the Impact Pick'ems. After the first round, I was down 9 games, including the Forbush game that was played later on. After the second round of 160 games played, Brent is leading me by 5 games. So Brent has gotten 122 out of 160 correct. That's a percentage of 76%. I've gotten 117 out of 160, so that's 73%. Hey, if you're watching this, like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. We want you guys to be notified on there when we put stuff up, so like and subscribe to this channel. We'll be putting stuff up all year long, tournament season around the corner, Impact camps. Make sure you sign up for that. You got anything on that, Brent?
Yeah, man. Check us out. Follow us. Give us a like. All that good stuff. All right, some good stuff happening there on this page.
Yeah, so this past week for our game of the week, which will be the video will be out tomorrow, we went and saw Green Hope and Heritage. What you got on that game we went and saw?
Yeah, it was a very good game. Green Hope got out to an early lead, 3-0, I believe. Danny Heinz was good. Kind of started running out of gas there in the 5th, and Heritage kind of got to him, and just, Heritage finding a way to get things done.
For sure. That's what it is this time of year. Danny Heinz was 86-88, showed a good 72 to 75 mile-an-hour slider. He was in the zone, gave his team a chance. Like he said, he was up early, and Heritage found a way. That's what it's all about. Absolutely. So, hey, a couple notable games here in this past week. We're going to go down real quickly before we get started.
Yes, some good games last week in 4A was Jordan and Millbrook. Jordan was down 2-1 with 2 outs with a guy on third in the bottom of the 7th. And, of course, none other than Ben Miller coming up with a big hit for Jordan to send the game into extras and end up winning 3-2 and 8 to keep Jordan alive this postseason. Also, Hickory Ridge with a big win against Northwest Guilford, excuse me. Those guys just keep making upsets, especially those Guilford County schools. I think they beat Northwest actually, and then West Forsyth, 2 very good programs they've knocked out this postseason. And then also Mooresville was down 5-0 to Pinecrest and came back and got that win 7-6 to keep their state championship hopes alive. So those are a few good ones we had in a 4A.
Yeah, in 3A, Southern Lee beat Western Alamance 1-0. Very good game, pitcher's duel that went down in that game. So 3A was Southern Lee got it done. So they play tomorrow night. They'll play Wilson Fike.
Yep.
Moving on to 2A.
2A. How about East Bladen knocking off Midway? Midway was #1 seed, only lost 1 game all year. And East Bladen goes in there and takes a 4-2 win. Another one, Aiden Grifton. They were up 12-3 going into the 6th, I believe. And Washington came back and won 13-12. Talk about a heartbreak for Aiden Grifton. Another good one is Oak Grove, who I think this is really their first true varsity team, going to East Rutherford and knocking off the powerhouse of 2A West of East Rutherford. That's a huge program win for Oak Grove. Who knows? Oak Grove's got this thing rolling right now.
They do have it rolling. Hey, moving on to 1A, East Surrey beat South Stanley 10-0. They threw a no-hitter. Seth Keener threw a no-hitter in that game, and he committed to Wake Forest University this past week. So, hey, congratulations, Seth, if you're watching this.
Have a week, man.
Have a week. That's exactly right. So, A.J. Wilson will get the nod this round. So, good luck.
Sorry.
Mount Airy defeated Cherryville 3-2. And West Columbus threw a no-hitter over Hobden. So the boys at West Columbus are getting it done. Hey, we heard from a lot of you guys this past round on our Twitter, Instagram, and all that. So we're going to show you some previews of this right now. Starting in the 4A classification, we've got New Bern and Heritage. Man, I'm up in the air on this one. I think this round I'm going to go Heritage.
I'm going Heritage, knocking off the Bears. Next game, we got Holly Springs taking on Cardinal Gibbons. I'm going Holly Springs.
I'm going Holly Springs too. Next matchup, we got Corinth Holders against EA Laney. I'm going Adam Weaver, Roll Pirates.
Yeah, I'm going with the Pirates of Corinth Holders.
Corinth,
however you say that. Next one we have is Garner and Jordan. I'm going Garner.
Hey, Jordan fans out there, I heard you loud and clear last round. I'm going Jordan. Next matchup, Myers Park Reagan. We've seen both of these crowd. A 1 versus 8. I'll talk about this game in a few minutes, but I'm going Reagan.
Yeah, I'm going Reagan as well. Next one we got Davie, South Caldwell. I'm going Davie.
I'm going Davie as well. Next matchup, Mooresville, Hickory Ridge. Hickory Ridge is rolling, but I'm going Mooresville.
Yeah, Hickory Ridge, man, you guys, knocked off 2 very good programs, but I'm going Mooresville. And the last matchup we have in 4A is Providence and Huff. I'm going Providence.
I'm going Providence as well. I'm going to hit on this Reagan-Myers Park game real quick. Reagan, loaded lineup. Starts with Trevor Faulkner, 2020 left-handed hitter. He's going to be a force in there. You've got Danny Bill headed to East Carolina. C.J. Boyd, who's headed to East Carolina. You've got Carter Boyd, who's headed to Florida. And you've got Josh Hartle headed to Wake Forest. They've got pitching depth. I think that's going to be the difference in this game. Myers Park, it all starts with Patrick Alvarez. He's headed to North Carolina. He plays shortstop for them. You've got Crawford Wade, a left-handed pitcher, headed to Air Force. You've got Matt Hunter, who's headed to Coastal Alabama, which is a junior college down there. And you got Preston Cavanaugh, who's a really good stick in the lineup. I think this game gets down to pitching depth, and I think it's going to be 2-1, 3-2 game. Like I said, I got Reagan.
I'm going to touch base on the Garner-Jordan game real quick. I picked Garner. Starting off things with Garner, you got Nolan McLean, one of the top prospects in the country in the 2020 class. Guy can do it all. He's going to hit in the middle of that line. I actually think they have him in the leadoff spot. Got some just juice in the bat. And then you can also bring him in relief on the mound. He's going to be up to 94 on the mound. So you got him. Dylan Willer's going to get the start on the mound. Left-hander going to Western Carolina. He's going to be a guy who's going to attack the zone, give his team a chance to win. Jackson Mitchell in the middle of the infield, a spark plug in that lineup. So these guys can really, do some damage at the plate, and they got some arms that can, quiet the bats of Jordan. Jordan's led by Ben Miller, who's going to University of Penn, corner infielder, right-handed pitcher. On the mound, I believe it's going to be Luke Hutchinson, 6'5", right-handed pitcher, uncommitted. He's going to be, low mid-80s. Has been good for them all year. So then in the bullpen, they got Matt Kahn, right-handed pitcher, another mid-80s right-hander, and Ryan Wilson at the plate for Jordan's going to lead the way for them, along with Ben Miller. Ryan Wilson's going to Davis and has some juice in that bat. So this is going to be a good one, but I think it's going to come down to the back end of the bullpen. I think when Garner puts in Nolan McLean, it's going to be lights out. Sorry, guys. I'm going Garner on that one.
So Jordan fans, you heard that. You guys got to get him this time. Hashtag hope Brent loses.
Hey, but I had you last round.
Hey. So, again, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Moving on to 3A classification here. We'll start off with New Hanover, Southeast Guilford. New Hanover's going to send Blake Walston to the mound, who's headed to NC State. I think Brent's going to talk about this game in a few minutes, but it's hard to go against Blake Walston. I saw Blake when he was a freshman in the Ashley Easter tournament. I'll never forget it. Came out of the building, I saw him. 6'4", left-hander at that point. Fragile frame, but, man, he's really reached the ceiling. So, I went New Hanover.
Yeah, I'm going to talk about this one in just a second. It's going to be a good one, but I'm going New Hanover as well. Next matchup, we have Terry Sanford and Hunt. DJ Hertz on the mound. I'm going with Terry Sanford.
Yeah, I'm with you. DJ Hertz up to 93 this spring. I'm going Terry Sanford. Next matchup, Fike Southern Lee. This is a good one. I'm going Chad Bean, 19-1 Fike. Fike.
Yeah, I'm going fight. The next matchup, D.H. Conley taking on Jacksonville. Man, this is a tough one. I'm going Conley.
I'm going Jacksonville. Next matchup, Carson, Southwest Guilford. I'm going Carson.
Yeah, I'm going Southwest Guilford. I like the way they're playing right now. Next matchup, North Gaston, West Henderson. I'm going North Gaston.
I think I'm going to go against you. I'm going Wesley King and West Henderson.
Okay.
Next matchup, Alexander Central, Cox Mill. I'm going the left-hander headed to Clemson, Alexander Central.
Yeah, I'm going Alexander Central. And then the next one, and last game in 3A, Crest taking on Marvin Ridge. We've talked about it the last 2 episodes. Crest has the 0 in the loss column. I'm going Crest.
I'm going Crest as well because of C.J. Mayhew. So C.J.'s probably going to be on the mound tomorrow night, so I'm going C.J. The matchup I'm going to feature in 3A is Fike versus Southern Lee. You look at Fike's lineup, you've got Chad Bean, who's probably going to get the start tomorrow night. Chad's a 6'2" right-hander. His fastball is going to be anywhere from 84 to 87 with a good breaking ball. And his counterpart behind the dish is Garrett Browder. He's headed to Davidson. Real physical right-hand hitter. Got some juice in the bat. And you've got Zach Pittman. Zach Pittman's a 2019 uncommitted left-handed hitter who can really play in the field and at the plate. The bat has got juice from Pittman. I really like that guy. Now, Southern Lee, you've got Caleb Cross, who's headed to UNC Asheville, a right-handed pitcher. You've got Luke Craig, who just committed last week to UNCW. And you got Thomas Harrington, who I think threw last Friday, so he's probably on the shelf tomorrow night. But all 3 of those arms we got a chance to see besides Harrington.
Yeah, and the matchup I'm going to talk about, New Hanover and Southeast. Obviously New Hanover, they've been here, done it. They won a state championship, I think back-to-back state championships, to be honest with you. Ranked nationally. Blake Walson leads the way for those guys. Big left-handed pitcher, headed to NC State. He's going to be their stud on the mound. He's going to have the ball, I'm sure, tomorrow night. They also have Alex Sniffen, headed to North Carolina Central, infield right-handed pitcher. And then Kyle Smith behind the plate, headed to North Carolina. So, New Hanover's loaded with some talent, and they have the experience in these playoff games. But Southeast is going to be a tough club. They're going to counter with Ryan Douglas on the mound, headed to UNC Asheville. I saw him earlier in the year. He was 87-90, has some really good feel for the off-speed stuff, can throw pitches in any count. Could give New Hanover some trouble on the mound. So they're going to have to deal with him. And then you can throw in Jacob Jenkins Cowart in the middle of that lineup, first baseman, 2021, headed to East Carolina. Has just some raw power in the bat. Left-handed hitter, real physical. He's going to be, a threat in the middle of that lineup. And then they have Isaiah Ream, middle infield, shortstop, athletic kid, 6'5" runner. And then TJ Ash. I liked him at the plate. A guy that can really handle the bat. They're going to give New Hanover all they can handle as long as Ryan Douglas can command the zone and command his pitches like I've seen in the past. So it's going to be a good one right there.
You just gave New Hanover a really good scouting report. Hey, moving on to 2A. We've got 2 teams that nobody figured that would be here. East Bladen as the 16th seed and North Carolina School of Science and Math. Man, you guys are really playing well out there. NCSSM?
NCSSM, North Carolina School of Science and Math.
Oh, wow. All right, so honestly, I've got no idea who I'm going to pick this game, but I'm going, just because your name's North Carolina, I'm going North Carolina School of Science and Math.
Yeah, it's hard to pick against a team that's only lost 1 game, but I think I'm going to do it. I'm going East Bladen.
All right.
Next matchup, North Johnston and Washington. Washington coming off a big come-from-behind win, but I'm going North Johnston.
I'm going North Johnston as well. Next matchup. If you're in the area, guys, and you can see this game, get out there and see this game. Whiteville versus Randleman. The only reason I'm going Whiteville is because Randleman has to make the 3-hour trip there. And Whiteville is known for big wins in the playoffs. So I'm going Whiteville.
Yeah, man, I'm sure this is going to be a packed house down in Whiteville, North Carolina. It's hard to go against Whiteville in the playoffs. They have tradition. They know how to win in these situations. I'm going Whiteville. Next matchup, Bunn and Ledford. This is going to be a good one. Bunn's going to have their guy on the mound. But
Trent Simmons?
I'm going Ledford.
I'm going Ledford as well. Next matchup, Oak Grove, Madison. I'm going Oak Grove.
Yeah, I'm going Oak Grove. They've been tested all year in that conference they play in. Next matchup, Smoky Mountain, West Lincoln. Smoky Mountain, we see you. I'm going with Smoky Mountain.
Smoky Mountain. I love getting blown up on Twitter and Instagram every night you guys win. I'm going with you guys again, so blow me up when you guys win. Next matchup, West Wilkes, North Davison. It's hard to go against the Black Knights. That's where Austin Davis is from. So I'm going North Davison.
Yeah, I'm going North Davison. Red Rocket's probably going to be on the mound tomorrow night.
Red Rocket, hashtag. I forgot about him this round.
I'm going Red Rocket, North Davison.
Next, go ahead.
Last matchup in 2A is North Lincoln taking on West Stokes. I'm going North Lincoln.
I'm going North Lincoln as well. I'm going to hit on my game of the week here. Like I said earlier, Whiteville, Randleman. I think the difference, it comes down to the mound. Trey Cooper's going to have a really good game on the mound for Randleman. Matt Kemp will come in relief. He is 10-0 on the spring. So, and they've also got an electric arm in Dominique Poole, 2020 right-hander, 3/4 slot. He's anywhere from 83 to 86. They've got 3 arms that can do some damage, but I've got Whiteville, and this is why. They're going to start with Dylan Lawson on the mound, who's headed to East Carolina. He's going to fill the zone up from 84 to 87. He's going to throw 3 pitches for strikes, and he's going to give him a chance to win. Then you go behind him, you got Jake Harwood, who's going NC State. He's going to play shortstop when Dylan's on the mound. And then you got Lincoln Ransom, another big bat in that lineup, who's headed to ODU, Old Dominion. So I'm going Whiteville just because this game's in Whiteville. I know the Wolfpack, hashtag Wolfpack, will pack it out tomorrow night.
No doubt. That's a good one right there. I'm going to talk about a game, West Wilkes, North Davison. I picked North Davison. I'll start with those guys. Jake Brown, they have him behind the plate, headed to Pfeiffer, also a right-handed pitcher. Like I said earlier, Merritt Beeker's going to start on the mound for him, left-handed pitcher going to East Carolina. We got to see him earlier in the year. He's going to be 84, 87 with a good slider, good breaking ball. They also have Jonathan Conway on the mound, headed to Pfeiffer. We got to see him earlier. He was 84, 86. Then Brandon Warlick, another right-handed pitcher, headed to Surrey Community College. And then Mason Everhart, an outfitter, is going to hit in the middle of that lineup with some juice in the bat. So, North Davison definitely has some arms and some depth on the mound. So if it comes down to a pitching matchup, it's definitely going to be in the favor of North Davison. And West Wilkes, they're going to counter with Riley Ledford, another 2021 left-handed pitcher, uncommitted. He's going to be going against Merritt Beeker. He's going to fill it up. He's going to fill up the zone. He's going to trust his stuff, and he's going to, give West Wilkes every chance to win the ballgame tomorrow night. And behind the plate for West Wilkes, they have Braxton Church, who's headed to App State, who's, controls the running game, can hit in the middle of that lineup for those guys. So it's going to be a matchup of 2 2021 left-handed pitchers, but I think it's going to come down to, North Davison just has a lot more depth, and they've been there, and they know how to get things done in this time of year. So, North Davison.
Moving on 1A.
First matchup we have in 1A. In the East, Riverside taking on Granville Central. I'm going Riverside.
I'm going Riverside as well. Next matchup, Beargrass Charter, Falls Lake Academy. Hey, Beargrass, you got a big one, you split with Green Hope. So, I'm going Beargrass.
Yeah, I'm going to go against Beargrass just because Jordan Leggett had to come in and throw in that second round game. I think they were trying to save him for Falls Lake, but I'm going Falls Lake right here just because Jordan Leggett's not going to be on the mound to start. Next matchup, West Columbus, John A. Holmes. I'm going West Columbus.
I'm going West Columbus as well. Between Cole Benton through last game, so Jagger Haynes and Cody Benton will probably start this game, but the depth on the mound is why I'm going West Columbus over Holmes. That's a long road trip, though, so I wouldn't be surprised if they come out flat. Who you got?
West Columbus.
Oh, West Columbus. Gotcha. Absolutely. Next matchup, Rosewood, East Carteret. I'm going Rosewood, the home of Boone Moody. Rosewood.
Yeah, I'm going Rosewood. you know, like I said last week, they're my dark horse to win a state championship, even though they're a 2 seed.
Good dark horse.
And then here's my favorite to win the 1A, East Surrey taking on South Stokes. I'm going East Surrey.
Hey, Siri, excuse me, just picked you up. Surrey. So I thought you said Siri. Okay, back to it. I'm going East Surrey as well. That 1-2 punch is deadly. East Surrey. Next matchup, Rocks Community against Polk County. Sorry, Polk County. I'm going Roxburgh Community.
Yeah, I'm going Roxburgh Community as well. Next matchup, Mount Airy, Queens Grant. Mount Airy, big win over Cherryville last week, but I'm going Queens Grant.
I'm going Mount Airy. Disagreeing with you there. Next matchup, North Stanley, Aurora Charter. This is a conference matchup, so they've now met. This will be the 4th time they've met. And I'm going North Stanley. Rhett Louder and those guys, the Louder brothers, are tough to beat.
Yeah.
North Stanley.
The 4th time they're going to be matching up with each other. And it's hard to beat somebody 4 times, but I'm taking Rhett Louder and North Stanley.
Good stuff. Hopefully I can gain some games on you. Hey, so we will be out tomorrow night watching one of these games. Again, tweet us. Send us a message on at @ImpactBaseball_. Like, subscribe. We've got camps coming up this summer. A lot of these kids we talk about, we've seen in camps in previous summers. So a lot of good stuff going on. Besides Brent beating me, that's not good stuff. You got anything?
Hey, he's still got a long ways to go.
Hey, I was down 9. I've cut it in half. So if I can get 2 games back, I got a chance.
Right. Absolutely.
So, hey, we'll catch you in the 4th round. We'll get that out on Wednesday night. So, we'll be back at you in the 4th round. We'll be on the road tomorrow night checking out some high school baseball. We'll catch you later.
See you guys.